all of us know generally how to care for each other, how to show affection. It's the tone of our voice, it's eye contact, it's the touch, the hug. Effectively, are we okay? Effectively, you're important to me. From a care perspective, one thing that might be useful to consider is cup of tea therapy. Effectively, this is where, let's make a cup of tea and then talk about it. Obviously not with little kids, because, caffeine and little kids don't go that well together. Certainly though, if not a cup of tea, let's go for a walk and talk about it. Let's go do that thing and talk about it. Let's go for a car drive and talk about it. It's the idea that doing something which shows care and asking the question, are we okay enough to talk about this? Would you like a hug? These are, in some ways, the caring for the mammal is just what we do to make sure that we're okay with each other. The conversation, this is generally straightforward, but maybe not so. I mean, what is a conversation? A conversation, from my perspective, is two people who want to understand each other. A conversation is not one person telling the other person how it should be. It's not a dominating lecture. It's not a debate where two people are just talking at each other. A conversation is where we talk with each other. I actually want to understand from your perspective. So the first part of a conversation is typically the adult, the parent, offering to understand. So effectively it's something like, such and such, help me understand where you're coming from. That thing went really badly. Hey, we need to talk about it. Is now a good time? So you offer. So permission asking, very powerful. This idea of permission asking, because if you're asking permission, is now a good time, what you're actually doing is you're cooperating. It's not, we need to talk about blah, blah, blah. That's more like I'm telling you, I'm trying to dominate you. It's, I think we need to talk about it, is now a good time. Now, of course, if they say no, the next question obviously is, well, when would be a good time? If it comes across that you actually want to understand what happened from their perspective, it's very hard for the other person to reject that. Most people want to be understood. You'd know within your relationships with your partner or with important friends, the people you get along best with, they actually want to see it from your perspective. So we offer to understand whatever happened, and then you may reflect back to them, well, is this what you mean? Is this what happened for you? Okay. Do I understand you? Great. The second part of a conversation is, do you want to understand what I think? Do you want to understand from my perspective? You're offering them the opportunity of, you've just spent 1, 2, 3 minutes listening to them silently. That's important. At this point, don't say anything. If you defend against something ridiculous that they've said, they will escalate. So the trick is just to listen. and then reflect back to them, okay, so have I got it right? You think blah, blah, blah. Once they say, yeah, you understand, okay, well, do you want to understand what I think? Do you want to understand where I'm coming from? And that's a yes or a no. If it's, if I have to, well, no, you don't have to. It's, do you want to? Do you want to understand what I think? You don't have to. But if you don't want to understand, we're not having a conversation. And then generally the adult will make a decision. I just thought in talking to the child, I just thought you'd want to have a conversation about what happened in the outcome. You don't have to, but if you don't, then I'm just going to have to make a decision based on what I think. If you want me to consider what you think, then I need to know that you've understood what I think. And then we'll come up with a plan. So I offer to understand you. Do you want to understand me? And then you present. And if they interrupt as you go, say, oh, hang on, I thought you wanted to understand what I thought. Wouldn't you have to listen to me? If they keep interrupting, they're not wanting a conversation. They're just wanting it their way. And then you say, well, we're not having a conversation. We can try again later. So maybe they're not calm enough. So try again later. We'll come back in half an hour. We'll talk about it after school. Do we need to talk about this? So this understanding, you don't have to agree with your child. Your child doesn't have to agree with you. Some people have the erroneous belief that other people have to agree with them. That is not true at all. We can agree to disagree and still be okay. If your child can't do that, then maybe they're still kind of in that combative avoidance stage where I need to dominate you. Once we understand each other, well, then the next part of the conversation is the repair. A repair is typically sorry and how can I help? Sorry is the first step, but the next step, of course, is how can I help? Otherwise, sorry is just a word. Sorry can be, not sorry. Well, that's not sorry. That's like get stuffed. Or it can be, sorry, Mum, sorry, Dad. Well, that's not sorry. That's please don't hurt me. A true sorry is sorry and for what? It's great you're sorry, mate. Just help me understand what you're sorry for. And sorry is the first step. And the next step is, well, how can I help? So that's repair. We need to lead the way. You might need to take the one down position where, hey, look, I'm really sorry that, things went bad. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. Is there anything I can do to help you feel better? Okay. Would you like to know if there's anything I would like you to be sorry for? So, I'm offering. It's an offer. It's a cooperation. It's not a domination. That will just make their reptile come out again. So we understand each other. We've repaired. And the third part of a conversation is the plan for next time. The event doesn't matter. It's what happens next that matters. What are we going to do if this happens again? How can we stop this from happening again? Is there anything I need to change? Is there anything you need to change? Are we okay? Are we okay now? The rupture leads to repair. And that is what growing up is. So it's our conversation, care first, then we have a conversation where we understand each other, we repair and we make a plan. And if this hasn't gone so well for a while, this is going to take ages. You're going to need lots and lots of chances and lots of attempts, and coming back to it, you're going to have to be patient because initially they may reject your offer. We just keep on offering. And the cost of them not doing this with you is that you choose. But if they want to have a say, We need to have a conversation. And if you can, you go with their plan. Try to make the plan playful. Try to go with their ideas if you can. To show them, hey, there's many ways of doing this. We're just trying. So, calm the reptile, care for the mammal, converse and repair with the human. That's what leads to repair.